All right, welcome back. An update to an urgent manhunt in Vermont after a man was accused of opening fire on a Vermont police officer. Well, that manhunt is now over after Vermont State Police arrested Henry Lovell, seen on your screen here. Lovell was charged with attempted murder and kidnapping. Police responded to a reported kidnapping on Thursday night, and that's where Lovell allegedly fired shots at the officer before fleeing on foot. That's the officer you're looking at. Later that night, he was spotted entering the Veterans of Foreign Wars post carrying a shotgun. A bystander saw something was wrong and was able to tackle and wrestle the gun away from Lovell before he escaped again. That man is being called a hero. And Dorick Tallman joins us now. Dorick, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Dorick, can you walk me through what happened that night? You saw the shooter with that shotgun. What was going through your mind?
Well, just, I don't know, just instincts kicked in. I knew I needed to get the gun away from him to protect the other patrons in the VFW, and I just happened to be at the right place and able to do what needed to be done.
Yeah, do what needed to be done. I mean, was there ever a thought for your own safety that went through your mind?
No, he had the action open. It was a break action shotgun, and he kept saying over and over he needed to get it unjammed, he needed to get his gun unjammed, and I knew I couldn't let him do that, and I needed to get the gun away from him before he was able to do that. So pretty much knew the gun was harmless at that point and just needed to get it away from him before he was able to do any more damage with it.
Yeah, and I know you've said, I mean, there were vulnerable people in that building at the time. Is that right?
Yeah, there was we were in a cornhole tournament we do there every Thursday night, and there's teenagers and girls and women that play that, just wouldn't be able to do anything in that point. They just needed to de-escalate the situation and get him away from everybody before something really bad happened.
Yeah, and what does that de-escalation look like? I mean, do you just grab it out of his hands, or what does that moment look like?
Yeah, he had came into the bar, and I heard the bartender start hollering after a friend of mine said that she just got told that somebody had entered the bar with a gun in a backpack. So I was closest to the bar entrance from the dance hall where the cornhole takes place. I walked up, and he was just getting to the doorway to walk into the dance hall and saw me and turned around and headed the other direction. And I followed the bartender and another gentleman down to the other end of the VFW where the offices are, and kind of cornered him in the office and just tried to talk to him normally, like, "Hey, guy, bro, give me the gun." And, things would calm down. And he sort of went to hand me the gun, but as soon as I got my hand on it, he was like, "No, I don't want to give it up." So that's when I put my other hand on it. We kind of wrestled there for a second, and I got him out through the doorway into some area where there was some room for me to actually really get it away from him.
Wow. And we spoke with Jennifer Coffendorfer. She's a former FBI special agent last night. Let's listen to what she had to say about your actions.
Well, first, on the bystander, my hat goes off to him. I watched that video clip. He was nothing short of heroic. He didn't even really consider his own situation. He saw an opportunity where he would not be in danger and others would not be in danger, and he took control of that weapon, possibly saving who knows how many that were at the VFW.
And listen, Dorick, I can tell you don't love coming on the show and talking about this tonight. I can tell. But can I just ask, what do you think about the number of lives potentially saved here? What do you think about this former FBI special agent calling your actions heroic?
I really don't see myself as a hero. I was just doing what needed to be done and trying to make sure nobody else got hurt. I've been not in that situation, but sort of similar situations with being a bouncer over the years and bartending. And the best bet is to try to talk to them calmly and diffuse it. And then if it comes to it, then the violence breaks out and you got to do what you got to do. Luckily, they didn't have to get any more violent than me ripping the gun out of his hands. And luckily, the police, when they captured him, he went in calmly and there wasn't any more incident. So I'm just happy over with, and hopefully Morrisville will get back to normal.
Yeah, I hear you. And heroes never think that their actions are heroic. I've been doing this job long enough to tell you that is a common theme. But I think a whole lot of people were really glad that you were there that night and you did what you did. Dorick Tallman, thank you so much for coming on the show and talking to us a little bit about it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.